Let's begin in Lagos, where shops in an entire stretch of the Docemo Street in Idumota, Lagos Island, has been engulfed in an inferno. The fire destroyed several goods whose worth is yet to be ascertained. Recall that weeks ago, some shops caught fire in the same Docemo area, leading to loss of property worth millions of naira. Already, emergency responders are on ground to quell the fire. According to reports, the fire started from a generator spark on a penthouse. The owner threw the generator and fuel from it caused a huge spark that resulted in the fire outbreak. Senior reporter Theophilus Elama is reporting that 6 buildings have collapsed following the fire outbreak in more than 14 buildings today. He joins me live from the scene on Lagos Island. Phil, 6 buildings have so far collapsed. How did this happen?
Well, Nifemi, looking at the situation here, the firefighters are doing all they can to put the fire out in various places. So far, the work has paid off, but you can see the fire is still on here. And that's because they've been pumping everything they've had to put the fire down, but it has refused to go down. And so they seem to be left with no choice than to let it burn out itself. But as it is, you can see we are all wearing face masks here. The smoke is quite heavy and it's choking in this place, and so we have to wear face masks to protect ourselves. But the fire has gone down in some other places, and the extent of damage has been seen. And you can see here, many of the traders here have been removing their goods. Of course, the government is going to bring down this building, and so they gave them a bit of time to bring all of their goods out so that they do not lose any money and they do not lose any of their property. But as it is, many of these buildings here will certainly go down because they have been impacted in one way or the other. But the people who have lost quite a lot are those who own goods and services here. Now, this is Docemo Street. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were here. A few buildings caught fire, but today, a lot of buildings on the long stretch have gotten burnt. About 6 buildings have gone down. That's a collapse itself, both in here and in the other end. Nifemi.
Has any casualties been recorded so far, Theophilus?
Well, thankfully, no casualty was recorded. Possibly because today is a public holiday and people didn't really come to the shop to open up, or people did not really come to buy goods. But from what we have heard, no casualty was recorded.
How much help are the victims getting? How easy was it for emergency responders to navigate that path and get help to the victims?
Well, thankfully, Nifemi, the people here were cooperative. Emergency responders had to help out, though we have members of the police and the military here to also keep the crowd from coming around from at bay. But as it is right now, the people have been helpful in ensuring that people do not get in there to take back their goods and services. As it is, many people lost goods because of their inability to get into the place when the fire wasn't that rampant. But as it is, the people were cooperative with the emergency responders. They helped in the different ways they can, but it didn't stop the fact that we had many wailing at the fact that their goods were destroyed here. Of course, yes, good kudos to the people, because it's not every day you see the people helping out and helping emergency responders to do their job. But here we saw it here, and it was so glaring.
This is the second fire outbreak in 3 weeks, Theophilus, that you have covered yourself. What are you hearing about the way out? Is the government talking about, shutting down this market for a while?
Well, Nifemi, I'm not clearly hearing you. Can you repeat that?
I'm asking if government has made any decision yet. It's the second fire outbreak in Idumota in 3 weeks. Are they planning to shut down the market for a while?
Well, from what we know, the government said it's going to do many form of enlightenment in this area, because safety seems to be a serious concern here, and that's what we.
Theophilus Elama, senior reporter, live for us in Idumota, monitoring the development there. Fire outbreak today. affecting about 14 buildings. 6 of them came down in the process. We'll bring you more updates as soon as we have them.